All right, guys, so we are loaded up. We've got our 24-foot trailer behind us. We've got the Eco Diesel all here set to go. We're headed out to Texas right now to go do another run to go pick up more of our stuff. And I'll explain a little bit more about what we're picking up and how we're gonna approach it. So let's get on the road. So we've got about 17 hours from here, from the Tampa area all the way to Dallas, Texas area. So I think it's like 16 hours some change, but with us having the trailer behind us, it's expecting you to do like 75 mile an hour the whole way there, but I'm gonna try and conserve fuel. I also wanna see how we do on fuel with an empty trailer versus fully loaded, so we'll find that out. Right now it's about noon on the East Coast here, so we'll see how far we make it today. Probably try to make it about halfway or so, and we'll go from there. So let's get on the road. Okay, so I have about 60 miles so far on a full tank. So what I'm gonna do here is, this was our last tank, so on trip B I'm gonna fully reset this so we can see what our overall miles per gallon is. And then so far this is on this tank. So again, I was driving around, I did 60 miles unloaded, and then now we got the trailer connected. So I'll keep you guys posted on our average mile per gallon. I guess I can reset that here too, since that is with an unloaded trailer. So we'll go ahead, we're gonna turn on our tow haul mode, and we should be ready to go. Well, boys, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I don't know if you can see it. That truck over there, that tractor trailer without the trailer on it, just launched a big old grenade right at our windshield. But oh well, it is what it is. This many miles, I guess I've been getting lucky so far. Well, we're about to go through a big storm. Reason why I took a little bit to come back here, I wanted to get set up at the house, but also there was a ton of bad storms, tornadoes and hail and all sorts of stuff running across the south here, and it was all supposed to wrap up today. I knew I was going to be going through a little bit of the aftermath rain, and there it is. Check this thing out, you guys. That is an automotive museum that they're building. This thing is huge. So you can see right there, Cross Creek it looks like it's called. No, I can't remember, but it says some sort of automotive museum or something, but that place is massive. Maybe you guys know more about it. I've seen it every time I've passed through here. I don't know, it's looking kind of dark. Oh, those guys are gonna get soaked. That would not be fun. Imagine just sitting there with like soaked underwear, just riding that thing for who knows how long. Hell to the nah, I'll stay nice and dry up here in this Ramsky. Woo-wee! Let's go! Just like that, we are through. And you can see how dark it is in the mirror back there behind the trailer. So we're just coming up to Tallahassee, and that's about it. Not too much going on just yet. All right, boys, first fuel fill up, I suppose. Managed to find it for $5.09, which, yeah, I know it's over $5, but it's still decent for this trip, because most times it's like $5.25, $5.35. On this tank so far, we averaged 17.3. If I go down here, so average mile per hour, because I was stuck in a lot of traffic. There was a big accident, so that's probably why that's showing 50 miles an hour, because I definitely wasn't doing just 50 the whole time, but 17.3. So let me fill up, we'll see what we do on this next tank. So if you're wondering where we're at, you can see Tallahassee is right there, and we're just west of that. And then Pensacola is over here. So out in the middle of nowhere right now. Literally, there's just nothing here. I was gonna grab some food, but there's nothing. So I'm gonna reset this. So just so you guys are all on the same page, I'm gonna reset trip A, and we'll leave our trip B for the total, and we'll see how we do. So I guess I'll point out, we went 343 miles on that first tank, and right now I didn't get a chance to fully fill up. It capped out at $100. So I'm pretty much full, but not quite, as you can see there. So not sure what we'll get for mileage, but I'm more just looking at the miles per gallon rather than the overall miles per tank. But 343 miles, and like I said, I didn't like run it completely empty. The light wasn't even on just yet, so still showed like 60 more miles to that tank if I really want to stretch it, but obviously we're not going to. All right, guys, so I'm near Mobile, Alabama. I found diesel for $4.77, so I don't think I'm gonna find it any cheaper. I've been seeing it for like $5.05 and $5.09, so I filled up even though I didn't need to. It's like 10 o'clock at night, so I don't know, I still feel pretty decent, so I'm gonna keep pushing on. I think it's like 6.5 more hours, but Maybe I'll go till about midnight and then call it a night. Just before I reset this one, we went 208 miles, averaged 54 miles an hour, and got 16.5 miles per gallon. So didn't do the greatest. There was a ton of winds that we went through. I don't know how much that'll affect it, but those are the results of trip A. So I'll reset trip A, and again on trip B, so the overall 16.9 miles per gallon and 51 miles per hour is the average, but we were stuck in traffic, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. All right, boys, next day we are in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi, somewhere. We're about to go through like Clinton or something. So we are right now just on 49 North, I believe. That's where we're at. So looks like we got about 6.5 hours or so left still, but still making decent time. But we're just cruising. I'm not like trying to break any land speed records here with the trailer behind me, so it's taking a little bit longer than if you're ripping a car, but still not too bad at all. Check out this dude's trailer with a 3rd gen. Damn, son, what happened to your trailer? The thing looks brand new too. I don't know if you just bought a wrecked trailer for cheap or what, but the thing is sandwiched. So I'm not getting the greatest fuel economy right now, but I'm going into a crazy headwind. I don't know if you guys can see that flag there. So it is pushing and shoving this empty trailer all over the place. That's the one thing too, is even though I might have, like, overall I was probably like 1 mile per gallon better with it empty, it's so much more unstable with an empty trailer. Like, the thing just gets pushed around in the wind like crazy, and just having this little 1500 toe in it, it's just squirming all over the place. So I'm only doing like 60 right now, speed limit 70, just because with these high winds, like, this thing is just squirming all over the place. Okay, so I just filled up again, you guys. We had 50 miles left on that tank, it said, but went 360 miles, got 15.3 miles per gallon on that one, so it didn't do too well on that headwind. But I'm gonna go ahead and reset our trip A, and then here's where we're at overall. 911 miles, 15.3 average miles per gallon, so not doing the greatest. Empty, I pretty much got the same with it fully loaded, so it doesn't seem to make too much of a difference, at least with the headwind we're going into. Well, there we go, boys. We've made it to Texas. So right on the border, it's 12:27. I think there's probably a time change in there, but pretty much like 24 hours later after leaving Florida, we are here in Texas. So a few hours away, that's what we need right there. Not maybe that rickety, but an open car carrier like that would be so key. Because then I wouldn't have to haul this big box around and probably get way better fuel mileage and be able to rip a lot better instead of hauling this big marshmallow behind us. Man, it is so freaking windy out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, the winds, I don't even know how fast they're moving, but it is just wild right now. So look at it, it's moving cardboard all over the place. It's definitely not nice on the trailer. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's an advisory. Winds up to 40 miles an hour is what I'm dealing with. So that's why my fuel economy is terrible, because I'm going to a headwind. And yeah, good times. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's trying to like rip my door off right now. Holy tornado winds. All right, I've got my drill press back there, a bunch of the stock SRT10 suspension, stock Viper mufflers. We got our TR6060 for the newer Viper swap, and a bunch of other stuff, and let's go load the trailer. Got the spicy Viper sitting right there. So trailer's open, I got it backed up right into here. And what I need to do is, among other stuff, the main things I got to get in first is our 5.7 in the box and our Hellcat motor, which is underneath this blanket. So I'm going to use the winch. We're going to use our anvil winch, drag it up in there, and then I'll be able to kind of reassess how much room I have and go from there. I don't know if you guys can see how much wind this is, but it's literally like the ramp is moving and everything. These whole friggin' storage units are shaking right now. How's the saying go? Work smarter, not harder. Let's go! Hellcat, get in there. Oh, I was trying to pull the blanket at the same time. You might be ripping the blanket. No, not the blankie! Not the blankie! I was trying to keep the blanket with it, but she wants to run without the blankie. Ooh. Might have to help it up the lip. All right, that one was a two-hander, but we got her. Up she goes. All right, we got the Hell Kitty in there. Let's go ahead with the 5.7. Let's go. Man, I am wiped out, boys. So pretty much got everything out of the storage emptied out. Trying to debate between putting the grill in the back of the Dakota when I take that, or putting the wheels in the back of the Dakota. I haven't decided. It's gonna be one or the other. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to squeeze the wheels into the Ram right here, try to bring them with us, and the grill can go in the back of the Dakota, because otherwise I can't close my tonneau on the Ram. So it's kind of where my head's at right now. We'll see what happens. But other than that, everything's loaded up in here. I'll show you guys. Got the Viper outside. So I got 5 million straps on the two engines. They're all strapped in. Cabinets are all completely full. I haven't showed you guys this just yet, but I'll show you guys later for the Viper, guys. I ended up picking up this all aluminum radiator. So it's getting harder and harder to find parts for the Gen 2s and people that still make them, but found a aluminum radiator, so got that there. And then I also have these bars here. So I did this last time when I had all the house stuff in here, and these worked really well. So these just go between the walls, so you kind of just put them up between studs and like your wall studs, and then it can hold stuff there. So I have that all filled, cabinets are all filled, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna pull the trailer for it. I haven't decided if I'm gonna load up the Viper tonight or not, but either way, we're almost done. All right, well, I figured since it's already lined up, we might as well load it up. So here we go. All right, well, that's a sigh of relief, you guys. She's in there. It is kind of sketchy, especially loading it by yourself, because this thing is so freaking wide that you like have, you know, 2 inches on each side to try to thread the needle, and I'm super tired. Probably not the smartest thing to be doing it this late at night, but I kind of just wanted to get it in there so that's done and over with. But she's in, everything's good, everything went smoothly, thankfully. So I think I'm gonna move it back a tiny little bit because it's kind of a little too far forward by maybe like 4 or 5 inches, but yeah, she's in. So it's loaded up. I'm gonna finish strapping it up and call it a wrap for this video. I'm super tired. I'm gonna finish getting strapped up, and then I'm gonna go get some sleep. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna finish loading up a couple last things, and then we'll be back on the road. So might have some other updates for you guys as well. And I also, like I said, gotta figure out whether I'm gonna take the grill or those wheels and get some things buttoned up as well. I also think I mentioned to you guys too, I do have a hitch attachment. Just so you guys know, the 3rd gen Ram, so the SRT10, it already has the full like 3-inch pipe, or maybe it's not 3-inch, but like a huge piece of pipe that comes off the frame down to the bumper. And then the factory hitch, which is, you know, I got a Kurt one, which is a replica of the factory one, it just bolts to that existing piece. So I got that piece, which would bolt up like a factory hitch. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna, you know, mess with that probably. So I'll probably document that on the next vlog for you guys, as well as my drive and journey back as well. So got a bunch of stuff. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this vlog style. Comment down below what you guys liked best about this video. We'll see you guys on the next video.